So he tells me that he wants to go to school today. Yes. So he says he also wants to go to school and learn so that he can gain some skills and be able to help others, even those other children who are like him in the street. I want to help even my mother who is in town.
There was a need that we start a rescue center, which was to rescue kids who are in contact from the streets so that we can give them a new life. 2015, we started preparing to take in the first batch of 37 boys from Meru County, specifically Maua, Kangeta, Motwati, Lare. This was most affected with so many children staying or living in the streets. We use a 3R model.
That is rescue, rehabilitation, and reintegration.
The first R stands for rescuing. We have what we call street walk first.
We create rapport with the children by doing different activities with the children so that they can gain trust with us. We tried as much as we can to have activities within the street. That is, we used to walk, talk with them. Then we were able to identify those who are willing to be rescued. When we started, we didn't have a drop-in center where they were supposed to come and drop in, where we can have more activities or different activities. During the preparation of the next cycle or the next phase, we have started a drop-in center where we are now able to connect with the street families. As a social worker, I am engaged in different activities. One of the activities that we start immediately is the detoxification.
Most of the kids who live in the streets, they sniff glue. And the reason why they take this kind of drug is because most of the time it's not every day they get food. So they sniff this glue to make their stomach full.
And the left, right? And the left,
right? We do a natural detoxification. That's why we do a lot of physical exercise to ensure that those substances, they get out of their bodies naturally.
Up, down, up.
We have a feeding program at the drop-in center. We feed them, we give them breakfast and lunch. So during the feeding program, we are able now, each and every staff is able to talk to the boy. We do a lot of counseling, we do a lot of activities. We spend more time, so that this time we are preparing these boys in a better way because we are able to get their history while they are still in the streets. Having a drop-in center, we'll be receiving boys who will be coming for help. So we'll be able to reintegrate as we receive other boys who need more help.
So he thinks everyone, God can help them to go to school so that also they can change their lives.
The second R, we have what we call rehabilitation. Rescuing alone does not help anything. But now we must now get them to another second process to rehabilitate them, to make them forget about what was happening in the street. We have a very big farm at the center, about 79 acres. We teach them on how to take care of the animals. At the center, we have rabbits, we have cows, we have chicken.
We do animal husbandry, we do farming.
We give them small farms so that they can grow their own vegetables. And all this is done to teach them responsibility.
We gave them different life skills. We have a bakery, mat making, beadwork. They can sell those things and make some money. We teach them even savings, about savings, so that that child can go back to the community and help the community, not only his family, but the community at large, and get out of that issue of poverty.
These are kids who have been mistreated, abused. To themselves, they hate themselves. So to make them realize that they are still human beings and they still hope, they must undergo guidance and counseling, and to make them accept themselves.
That's why we engage with the boys. We get to understand why they ran away from their homes.
And through that process, because we believe in the power of spiritual nourishment, we believe in the power of salvation, we must make them understand that there is God, and it's God who have rescued these kids.
That these are things that other people have gone through. They can overcome that and be good people in the society, to help them grow and to help them transform. During that process, we also involve the parents so much during the rehabilitation.
We engage the social workers to ensure that they have traced their homes. They have identified their relatives.
We get to understand the reason why they ran away from home. We start a relationship with the parents. We invite them to the center where we have a resocialization, where we invite them to come and spend time with their once lost children.
Most of the kids who live in the streets, they do not know anything. They cannot even spell their name. So we ensure that we have a teacher at the center whose work is to make sure that once these children have come to the center, she must identify the needs of each and every individual. She is able to at least teach them on how to speak simple English, and of course writing their names, because this is very important now that we want these kids to have something in future which can help them to change and transform their lives and the lives of their family. Since we started this program, we have seen people from the community benefiting a lot. We have a problem of water around the Geka area where our center is. But once we drilled our own borehole, we have managed to solve or to ease the problem of water in the community, because we have been able to give them a water point where they normally come and get water for their domestic use. We also have a greenhouse which has really benefited the community, because most of the time the community people come to learn skills on farming. We thank God back last year that we received a tractor which has been of great importance, not only to the center but also to the community. We put it open to the community that they can hire the tractor at a cheaper cost. That way the community has benefited a lot, and they appreciate that this organization came down there not only to change the lives of the kids in the streets, but also the lives in the community. The third R is reintegration. We take children back home to be with their parents, because we believe that is where they can get the best love.
We form groups with the parents of that child or the guardians and the community. This was mainly to train on skills for sustainability when we reintegrate the child back home, and for acceptability by the community and both the parents.
The family strengthening program is there to ensure that the parents have been taught the importance of positive parenting.
So mostly we've been training on livelihoods, resource management, life skills on acceptability and self-esteem issues, because in most of these communities they are very hopeless. When we reintegrate the children from these locations, the acceptability is very high, and the reintegration process, integration between the children of the community and the parents and even the neighbors and the schools is very positive, because they've seen this child as a hero to their community, because they brought the light to the community.
During this reintegration process, we are supporting their education to ensure that these children, the transformation, is permanent.
We pay for their tuition fee, we buy school uniform, we buy shoes.
This is Maua Primary School, one of the schools that we have been working with in the reintegration process. The school has agreed to take 2 of our boys. Yusuf Mweti, who is the older one, He's in class 5. Ni wengi sana. Jana mlisoma nini? John Mwedali is in class 4. They are brothers. We found them on the street. They were sniffing glue. They were sleeping on the street. And after talking to them, they were willing to be rescued to the center, and they agreed to come with us. And they have really transformed. They had run away from home because of domestic issues, and they were so much affected because the father and the mother had just separated, and the mother was suffering from domestic violence. So they were so much traumatized, and we were able to talk to them. We were able to do a lot of counseling, and they were able to forgive their father. We took them back to the family. They are staying with their mother, who is so happy to see that the boys are reformed, and they are willing to go back to their home and stay with their mother, who has been very lonely. But now that the boys are back home, she's now feeling so good, and she's no longer lonely, and she's happy that the boys are going to school. And the relationship between the mother and the boys is so good. So we have seen a lot of transformation. Even the two brothers, they also had issues between themselves, and we have been able to help them bond as brothers. We have restored that brotherly love, and the family is back in one piece once again.
So the 3R model are very important to our organization because it has actually helped us to understand the life cycle of this child and how we can change.
We want to detach ourselves with these children so that they cannot depend fully on us, but now they know this is my guardian. My parent is my guardian now. So we want to give the parents the mantle now to take their fully care of their children.
We are proud to be SOTSO International because what we are doing, it's not only for the Meru County, but the whole country appreciates that we are doing the best and we are giving back the best to the family.
And we'll be able to help a lot of children get out of the street, and we'll be able to rescue more. And now our work will be now empowering the community.
To our friends and partners supporting us, we are very thankful so far for the far you've brought us, because it's because of your support that we are this far. You've helped us to create hope where there's been no hope. Through your support, we've been able to reach over 2,000 families within 8 months.
God bless you. We'll take you to school very soon, okay?